This administration also betrayed the fucking military. They brought in the National Guard to protect the inauguration, which is whatever. I mean, National Guard doing National Guard protection stuff. I mean, if he legitimately won, I don't see why they would have to protect it. But anyway, here we are. It doesn't matter. But 20,000, 25,000, 20,000 troops for that, that's ridiculous. They were there for a week, like a week or two, pulling protection. It was like a military occupation. There were checkpoints and shit. And then afterwards, they just kicked these people out. Like, and even before that, they were like bringing them in, making them do background checks for fucking whiteness and shit. Touching my hair. Oh, I'm very Italian. I like to use my hand, talk with my body and stuff. But they brought him in and they background checked to see if they gave him what they called loyalty tests, and they chose who had to take these tests and who had to do a background check based off of whiteness. Yeah, you heard me right. Based off of fucking whiteness, the most racist policy. Like everybody thinks it's because they were trying to find out if people were racial supremacists or whatnot. I think they were trying. I think that is technically right, but I don't think they were trying to weed out and get rid of the fucking racial people. I think they were trying to find out who is, because the liberals, those white progressives, they're more racist than anybody. They were trying to find out who the real racists were, who actually believed in concepts like whiteness. Duty and honor is whiteness. No, I'm pretty sure this is like gunpowder and firearms is whiteness. Pretty sure those things are more prevalent in like China and Asia, but I digress. They treating like the soldiers. They kicked them out, made them sleep in fucking parking garages with no like heater and shit like that. Instead of using the. What about all these hotels that closed down that people couldn't use? Can't the soldiers use it? It's disgusting. I mean, they eventually invited him back in because the optics look horrible, but the optics shouldn't look horrible in order for you to do that. Like, you should have taken care of the troops from the get go. You're the one that mobilized them. You're the one that called them to duty, and you're the one that put them to a job. You should have had a plan for where they were going to sleep, a plan for how they were going to eat, etc. You called them to active duty. Instead, Biden was partying that he won the presidency. We're so bad, he said in his speech, that we need unity and stuff and we need change and healing it. But you're going to go out and party. These people are going to talk shit about fucking Trump for fucking going golfing, but they're going to go to a fucking party while they're making our troops sleep in a motherfucking parking garage. This is fucking disgusting. I'm glad Green fucking put articles of impeachment against him. And I hope the impeachment war don't continue. I hope he keeps impeaching, but I don't think it's just if we don't reach resolution to this divide, Dems are gonna impeach the Republican. Republican will impeach the Dem. It's just gonna keep fucking happening. And at this point, the Republicrats are out. They can't be trusted. The MAGA party has the best chance to be the third party. And I'm sorry, libertarians, but you can't agree. You guys are worst. You attack each other for not being libertarian enough, even though libertarian means believing in whatever the fuck you want. The only way we're gonna help fucking get people in there that's actually gonna respect our troops, not bring us into foreign wars, not do any of this establishment bullshit, is if we completely put in a third non-establishment party. We have to create the MAGA party, the Patriot Party that Trump was talking about. We have next 2 years. We have to put in a third party. That's the only way. We can't deal with this crap. I mean, the saddest thing though is like we really don't want the QAnon guys fucking making any decisions because those guys were believing a bunch of bullshit. But we need a third party, and the Patriot Party has the best choice. If we can fully alter third party and make a third party a permanent third party politics by getting them into office and getting them into like core seats in the Senate and stuff, will be that is where the revolution begins. That goes more towards fixing this fucking one party uniparty mess than all these riots combined. You take their power down a peg. You knock their power down a peg. You reduce their voice. You become swing votes in Senate decisions. You keep either side from ever getting a majority. You see what I'm saying? You keep the vice president from ever having to intercede unless, like, there is really a truly bipartisan divided vote and the vice president has to come in and give the last vote. But it shouldn't. But it's not down that's not down party lines at that point. You see what I'm saying? We can have better troops because we're not doing all these wars. So we don't need bodies, and like we can actually train and have better troops. You know, they sent us to mountain warfare in Afghanistan, but they wouldn't even let us go to mountain warfare school. We had to go to the Adirondack Mountains and train ourselves. I'm fucking dead serious. People that knew how to do it had to take us on our own time and train ourselves because they denied all requests to go to mountain warfare school, despite Afghanistan being mountainous. All they want is bodies, cannon fodder, bodies. Die, 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 die. We don't care if you can even shoot. We don't care. Like, they send troops to units that can't shoot, and you have to teach them how to shoot from there. And like, the standards is ridiculous, and it's because we're doing all these like male and women combat team experiments, trans experiments. Like, experiments should not be in the active force. Like I was saying earlier in the last segment, they should be conducted out. Like, okay, you want to see if women can do it, you make an all-woman teams until and then you have one unified team that after you have a bunch of all-woman teams and you have enough women special forces guys, then you take some male special forces guys and women qualified special forces guys, you put them together and you make one team and you study it and make sure it can happen. You called bigoted, but all I'm asking for is intelligence. The government, the military's job is to kill people to defend us. The first question when you're talking about making changes to the military should always be, how does this affect the military's ability to exterminate our enemies? It reduces our ability to exterminate okay, then it's a no. Test it. We've tested it and it determined that it's not going to neutralize our ability to kill the enemies. Okay, implement it. That's how it's done. Risk a fucking assessment. It's a national risk assessment. It's not bigoted. It's a national risk assessment using biology, logic, and intelligence. It's fucking scientific, bitches. I'm just saying, we have to have more respect for our armed forces and let our armed forces do what it's supposed to do. I'm just saying.